Hello everyone, welcome back to the Global Conflict News channel. Please subscribe my channel because today we are going to explore one of the most fascinating and controversial developments in modern military aviation, the story of a new weapon that has been described as the S-400 killer, and its pairing with the Chinese J-35 stealth fighter is making analysts around the world pay close attention. The S-400 is considered one of the most advanced and powerful air defense systems ever created, capable of detecting and intercepting a wide range of aircraft, drones and missiles from long distances, and for years it has been seen as nearly impossible to defeat. But now China is signaling that it is preparing a counter specifically designed to neutralize it, and this new weapon could dramatically shift the balance of power in the skies. The story begins with the J-35 itself, an aircraft that many describe as China's answer to the American F-35 stealth fighter. Sleek, angular and designed to operate from aircraft carriers as well as land bases, the J-35 was already generating attention as a symbol of how far Chinese aviation technology has come. Now, with the development of a specialized weapon that fits perfectly within its internal weapons bay without compromising stealth, the aircraft is positioned not only as a fighter but as a hunter of air defense systems on which many countries depend for protection. The very idea of carrying a so-called S-400 killer inside its hidden compartments gives the J-35 an aura of both mystery and menace. From the outside, the weapon itself is built for stealth, its smooth surface coated with radar-absorbing materials, its body shaped with sharp angles and flat edges that reflect radar waves away from the source, reducing detectability. The designers clearly prioritized the need to penetrate layers of advanced radar networks and reach the launchers, radars and command vehicles of the S-400 system before being detected. Unlike older missiles that relied on brute force, this one embodies finesse, precision and intelligence. In its construction, it is said to be longer and heavier than common anti-radiation missiles, but still designed to fit within the stealthy profile of the J-35, maintaining the aircraft's invisibility. Inside the weapon, things get even more intriguing. Instead of relying on a single form of guidance, it is believed to use a combination of passive radar, homing, infrared imaging and possibly even artificial intelligence-assisted target recognition. Such sophistication would allow the missile to track the specific radar signals of the S-400 while also cross-checking visual and heat signatures to ensure that it is striking the correct target. Some reports suggest that the weapon might have the ability to switch mid-flight between guidance modes, confusing enemy countermeasures and making it much harder for the S-400 to evade or mislead it. Miniaturized electronics, advanced processors and hardened components give it the ability to withstand electronic warfare, making the missile a resilient hunter even when adversaries attempt to jam or deceive it. Performance-wise, the weapon is said to combine long-range, high speed and precision. It may be able to travel at supersonic or even hypersonic velocities depending on final design, enabling it to cover large distances quickly and leave defenders with little reaction time. The S-400 has a formidable detection envelope, but speed combined with stealth creates a deadly equation. If the missile can remain hidden until the last moment and then dash forward at extraordinary velocity, the window to respond shrinks to nearly nothing. Warhead design is another area where performance shines. Instead of a simple explosive charge, analysts believe the weapon carries a specialized fragmentation or shaped charge optimized to destroy radar arrays and launch vehicles with maximum effectiveness. The result is not just a missile that hits hard, but one that is tuned for the precise mission of ripping apart the nerve center of enemy air defenses. Safety features in such a weapon may sound contradictory, but for designers they are crucial. The missile must be safe to carry within the weapons bay of the J-35. It cannot risk accidental ignition or detection that could compromise the aircraft. Multiple layers of safety interlocks are believed to be built in, preventing launch without specific verified commands. In addition, the warhead and fuel system are likely insulated and hardened to minimize risks during high-speed maneuvers and carrier operations. Because the J-35 is also a naval aircraft, safety becomes a critical issue as weapons need to be stable and secure in rough sea conditions and during catapult launches or arrested landings. What sets this new system apart from older weapons is its unique combination of stealth compatibility, smart guidance and anti-air defense specialization. This is not simply another missile in the arsenal, it is being marketed and discussed as a strategic equalizer. The S-400 is often used as a deterrent. Countries that deploy it signal to the world that their skies are nearly impenetrable. If China can field a weapon that credibly threatens the S-400, then suddenly the calculus of deterrence changes. Nations that once relied on the Russian system for protection may find themselves vulnerable again, and this opens new opportunities for China to project power, influence and even military exports. The unique selling point here is psychological as much as it is technological. The claim that China has an S-400 killer forces adversaries to rethink their strategies before a single missile is even launched. When it comes to cost, the exact price of the weapon is still shrouded in secrecy, but analysts expect it to be cheaper than equivalent Western designs while still offering competitive or superior features. China has built its reputation on producing advanced weapons at lower prices compared to Western defense companies. If the missile can be mass-produced at a reasonable cost while being paired with the relatively affordable J-35, then it could attract international buyers, especially those looking to counter Russian or even Western air defenses without spending billions. The affordability factor combined with promised performance creates an economic weapon as well as a military one. In conclusion, the emergence of the so-called S-400 killer for the J-35 represents more than just the introduction of a new missile. It signals a shift in the way air power and air defense are viewed in the modern age. The exterior design speaks to stealth and survivability. The interior components highlight sophistication and intelligence. The performance suggests speed, precision, and lethality. The safety measures ensure operational reliability. The unique selling points focus on strategic psychological impact, and the pricing strategy underscores China's intent to make advanced warfare more accessible to itself and to potential allies. Together, these elements form a story of innovation, ambition, and global consequence. Whether or not the weapon truly lives up to its name, only future conflicts or tests will prove, but the fact that it exists and is being discussed so widely already demonstrates its power in shaping perception. This is the dawn of a new chapter where stealth fighters armed with specialized anti-defense weapons may redefine air combat and challenge the very idea that any defense system is invincible.